If you're somebody who likes to tell other people what to do, take a walk with me. And this is more about personal relationships than it is about job titles where you actually do have to tell people what to do and how to do things. And that's a whole other video because you have to ask yourself, are you coaching and mentoring the people that are underneath of you? The people that you are working with and coexisting with? Or are you the person that just says, hey, these are the expectations and you need to live up to this? I'm not going to show you how to do things because you're an adult. Figure it out. But this is about your personal relationships and how you interact with others, especially with how you interact with people on the internet. The one thing you'll never see me doing is telling someone else how to run their page. I don't go to Gary Vee, Alex Hormozi, or Mr. Beast and say, hey, you should be doing this because I don't like what you're doing. That would be very strange and odd for me to do that because I haven't done what they've done. I'm not as successful as they are. So why in the world would I try to control what someone else is doing when I don't even know them? But I can see how this might happen. You watch enough of their content, you binge their entire YouTube, and all of a sudden you feel like you know this person because you know a little bit about their backstory and the things that they're doing in their business. And I saw this recently, well, over the past couple of years with Mark Groves, Create the Love. He started expressing himself in new and different ways that were in alignment with who he is now. He grew, he expanded, he became different. And instead of showing support for him, and that's the ultimate goal of self-love, is to begin to fall into who you actually are, who you really are, who you've always known yourself to be internally. And that should be celebrated and supported because we need more of that. We need more people who are in alignment with who they really are. And this is where I remind everyone, it's not your job to fix or change people. Multiple things can be true at the same time. And I can tell you, there's a lot of people that I fundamentally disagree with, but they provide valuable insight with their content. I've personally learned over the years to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But it also took a lot of personal development work to get to that point, to recognize that there is value in everything. It's also why I try not to say things like all, many, most, always, never. A good example of this is you always date avoidant people. And that can very well be true because that's what you resonate with. That's what's available to you with who you are currently being. So what does that mean exactly? It means that if you want change, if you want something to be different, if you want to stop dating people who identify with an avoidant attachment, then you have to do something different. You have to change. And if you find yourself sending them videos, memes, and book suggestions in hopes of them changing, then let this be a little dose of self-awareness. You're trying to change them just so you can like them. And instead of admitting that there are things that you don't like about them, you try to manipulate the situation.